So, because I've got more time with me not doing every sign, I'm going to do the same adaptation as I've done for the weeklies for a daily. So it will be longer and it will be more detailed. I'm going to pull a wild card and then see how it goes. One card, Spirit, please, for today, 21st November 2020. And again, if you want to fast forward, you can, because this takes time to lay the cards out. The energy for today is the world. So it could be to do with the internet, it could be to do with the external public life, society as a whole, the end of a chapter, or travel to the object of your desire. So we need that card to be upright. Some people don't read reversals. I do. Even if a card is reversed or upright, the story goes with the other cards that it's related to. You never read a card in isolation unless it's a one card read. I have a name that I've never met anybody called, and it's Marion. Marion, I believe, suffered problems with the left eye. There may be an injury to the left eyebrow that would make you recognise her. As I say, it's not a name I'm familiar with. So, maybe you are. I'm also getting Gus, and I don't know if that's a nickname or a pet. Both names I'm not familiar with, but I know that we're all over the world now, so it could be anywhere. There it is, and that's how I wanted it to be, upright. So we're closing a chapter, or endeavouring to close a chapter, a cycle, so that we can begin the next. A run of bad luck, I'm afraid. I was born on the 10th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Fixed signs are always mentioned with this card. So Leo, Taurus, Scorpio and Aquarius. Fate took a hand and you believe that fate was against you. Not true, never is. But in some way this has allowed you to close a chapter. Again, today's card mentions the fixed signs. So this may be more important for the fixed signs, or wherever you have those signs in your chart. There is depression, possibly ill health, unhappiness, and an over-emotional person. It could be a water sign, female, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it's anyone you're connected to emotionally. It's the archetypal mother energy. Again, comparison is not your friend. Somebody is comparing themselves to others because of financial difficulties. It's not a race, and you will get there. Maybe not as fast as other people, maybe not as easily as other people, because they are not living your life. A Taurus could be very important. They may come to you asking for financial help, or you may be receiving financial help. But this has to be a two-way thing. We go from the 7 to the 6. So maybe at one point you were giving everything, and now it has to be that you step back and receive something, be it financially, emotionally. And when you step back to receive, then this causes a split. So somebody's very good at taking, but not very good at giving. So either someone doesn't want to make a choice, or someone will make the choice to part ways with something or someone. The 6th or the 24th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It is Gemini energy, it's about communications and siblings. So it could be via the internet. But there is definitely rapid communications coming your way that will bring clarity and cut through the bullshit. Could be about a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, immature energy, or child. Either way, it's harsh communications, but it brings to light something, brings clarity. Six to 7 years is mentioned as a timeline. So this chapter is ending. And it's probably because of the communication or the financial change. Yeah, we have lack of self-worth, lack of self-image, Aries energy. Those born on the 4th or the 31st, living on past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Aries rules the head and face, so there may be injuries to the head and face, image and birth. So no new beginnings, this chapter is over. You have to let go of control, stop being stubborn. Someone may be demanding their way or the highway, and won't take no for an answer. But with this chapter ending will come victory and success. The emotions may be about your inner child or a child of yours. There is offers and messages of love, but they're not, they're very immature and not substantial. So that keeps you stuck in this comparing yourself to other people. You keep carrying the baggage of the past with you, dwelling in the misery. Scorpio energy rules the reproductive organs and shared resources. So, those born 1966 may be involved somewhere, plus or minus 12 February to February. You are stuck in limbo in the cocoon. You've been the caterpillar, you are not yet the butterfly, you are wallowing perhaps in self-pity and depression. Those born on the 13th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Something to do with the family unit will end, but it will bring about your happiness and a new beginning. Spirit are giving you the offer of a new beginning. Happiness, your cup overflowing, you will be rejuvenated. But you have to take this gift and nurture it for it to prosper. Peace comes back to your life. You have overcome an enemy. And strangely, and they're very good at this when they bring it full circle, the world, upright as it is in our read, is at the bottom of the deck. So we know we've gone full circle. It is time to overcome the enemies, which may be you may be your own enemy, and end this chapter. It doesn't have to be a harsh ending. Some things end naturally. Come to a conclusion so that you can begin again. But right at this minute, you're stuck waiting for this to happen. Yeah, there is definitely a split, a partnership and over, because there has been unfaithfulness or unhappiness. There is no growth in this situation. There's lack of abundance. Arguments with a female, possibly wearing red. Nothing can grow in barren lands. This is mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. You need to plan and build for the future. Anything that's just started that you work on will pay off. Someone is becoming impatient, and there is going to be a shock. Possibly massive arguments, accidents and losses within the home. Someone leaving home perhaps. They need to leave with someone's blessing. I don't know that that will happen. Sometimes this is a very passionate encounter, but it's a shock to everybody. Those born on the 16th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way because it needs to happen to bring about this ending. Again, we have the message and offers of love twice. The otter is your animal totem. So look it up and find out what it means. It is still an immature energy or your inner child that needs healing. So beginning stages, a lot to be positive about, but this overcoming of the enemy, which may be yourself, needs to happen so that you can end a chapter and move forward to a bright new future. I believe we shall take the wisdom deck. Yeah, there we are. Fire sign energy. Number 40 may be important. It is a challenge. So, there are a couple of messages delivered by the Fire Prince. So take heed, as one or both could pertain to you now. Be mindful of starting a fire you can't put out. Aggressive actions, those arguments with a woman, arguments within the home, result in loss. So slow down. Be patient, because that's impatience. Don't be so eager to reach your goal. Stay clear of someone else's unbridled ambition and aggression as well. The Aries. If you think you could get burned, you most certainly will, unless you remove yourself from the action. So what did I say? Retreat and see who comes to you. When the Fire Prince arrives as a challenger, he could also be warning you to be careful of burnout. It might pertain to workaholism or obsessively focusing on something, which is the comparison you want, excluding all else. You may be afraid to let go, again, the Aries, trying to control the situation. But let go you must. If you keep going the way you are, truly you won't have any energy left, nor will you see your way through your path. It's easy to get lost in the dark when there is no flame to light your way. So, we see the wild card. Jupiter, abundance. Now we know that where you are at this time, there is no abundance. We're in barren lands. So Spirit wants you to go towards your abundance. The number 7. And it's brought us full circle because now the wheel has turned. So we started off with a run of bad luck and bad fortune, and now they're giving us it the right way. So once you've ended this chapter, the doors will open. The lips of the wise are at the doors of a cabinet. No sooner are they opened, but treasures are poured out before thee. So once you speak your truth with clarity, the treasures will be there. Expect doors to swing open. By far the largest and most magnanimous of the heavenly bodies in our solar system, Jupiter corresponds to the Greek Zeus and the Norse god Odin. This is the soother of hearts and promises a period of good fortune once you have released the pain and the endings. It also represents an inheritance from a father. So possibly this financial problem is inheritance from a father, or there is one about to take place. Luck will be on your side and fortune will shine on you. You are being given not only a gift but a lift. If not divine help, blocks will be removed as you wield influence through your own positivity and goodwill. This is certainly an astrological lucky break, but you won't be able to kick back and rest on your laurels. Instead, you will be required to attend to what is set in place. Where's my 3 of Pentacles? Can't find it, but it is there. So building on what you're given. You must continue to nurture the energy to project or events you have started. Otherwise, you could fall into entropy or decay. When it comes to providence and fortune, there is always payment due, some toil or sacrifice on your part, so do keep this in mind. You are on your way, just don't neglect things or become lax in your endeavours, which are traits of Jupiter as well. Sorry. Meaning the possibility of taking important matters for granted. Jupiter can make you feel happy and complacent, so you may want to watch out for weight gain or for other ways that you indulge yourself and others. It is important to keep a watchful eye and not skim over the details in any matter. It's strongly tied to the law and ideas of fairness, and you may find your opinions and convictions rather strong at this present time. Jupiter is represented by Largesse, so do not become overbearing, as the attitude could sabotage all that you've worked for, which is the Aries energy of overbearance. There he is. If you feel at the moment you are in a dark period of time and you have drawn the Jupiter card, be assured blessings are on the way. Doors are opening with generosity and faith. It is time to walk through them. The Jupiter card gives you a positive spin to any reading, so keep this in mind regardless of what has happened. So we've literally come full circle. We began and ended with the Wheel of Fortune. Fate puts certain situations on your path. Your destiny is how you make your choices and the consequences of those choices. So you decide, and if you take the easy way, you will not be rewarded. What's needed is effort. It will not be easy. Anything worth having is never easy. So you are going to have to work for it. Thanks for listening.